Test 1, 2. What is up, everyone? Dre Trades here. Decided to do a live video because I don't feel like editing and updating and uploading all that stuff. So how you guys doing, man? It's July 19th, 2021, Monday, ugly Monday. Let's start with the let's look at the FinViz, the whole market in general. Today, give me a minute to bring that up. Now, I posted this video out there. I posted it on Stock Twits, and if you're new to me, please feel free to follow the channel, subscribe, and also anyone that knows me, loves me, go ahead and share it out. Share it out on Twitter. Let your Twitter friends know Dre Trades is in the building. Yeah, y'all. Disable my ad. But all right, man, let's just talk about this market. I was at work. What the hell did I just do? Try that again. All right. It's one thing about going live. You just, you mess up. All right. So I want to make this video quick. Unless you guys come in and you have any questions. And yeah, if you have any questions, just come on and put them in the comments and I'll stay on as long as you would like. So I was at work most of the day and I was hearing some CNBC. And I'm just like, oh man, the market's unbelievable. What is going on? I heard the Dow was down as low as 900 points. Looks like we closed that down 725. NASDAQ down 125. And NVDA. And that's the one thing I pulled up. I pulled up NVDA. I was just tracking that. That's the only thing I wanted to look at. And the whoosh down. And I just wish I was home. I wanted to just get in and buy a whole bunch of calls on it, and I think everyone knew to do the same thing. To give you 715, I think was a gift. I almost think we'll never see that price again. Of course, NVIDIA, I believe, splits tomorrow. Now, I don't know if it trades split tomorrow or does it split after the bell. I am unsure about that, but NVIDIA, unbelievable. Look at the heat map. Well, let's see what, okay, we've got the NASDAQ, blah, blah, all that stuff. Let's bring up the heat map. The only thing green that just stands out in front of you. There's some other green in there, but you know what green I'm talking about. I'm talking about that NVIDIA right there in the corner. Wow, I didn't even know it was up 3.141%. Incredible. I mean, 751. The stock opened at what, 715? Oh, what a gift. Every time that the market is giving out gifts, I'm just not in front of a screen. I might have to change my schedule so I could be in front of a screen to kind of get all these gifts. Wow. Anyway, Tesla, I took advantage of Tesla. We can go ahead and go to the charts. Let's start with NVIDIA. All right. So y'all saw the heat map. And there's NVIDIA. Look at that gift. Look how it perfectly traded straight up. You got the resistance, right? Here's the breakout. Maybe I have to show you the weekly range, right? You can see it just pulled right back to where it wanted to be. I knew it wasn't going to 600. That would have been a real good go. Oh my gosh. I would have actually thought if it went to 600, I'd be like, wow, something is wrong. What is wrong to bring the video down to 600? I don't know. And right there, perfect bounce, and it's going to go up to new highs, in my opinion, and possibly even break them. I don't know how fast. It looks like the market, and I'm going to have to bring up the advanced decline line. I want to show you guys something. So here is the cues. Oh, shoot. Come on now. Draw. And you can see what's going on there. All right. I'm having live issues here trying to draw this map. Excuse all those lines up there. All right, so here's the cues, right? You see what's going on. Just pinballing, right? In the channel's perfect. You think something wrong. No, nothing is really wrong. Just believe it or not, we can actually come way down to here to 342-ish, right? 340-ish and be perfect. Maybe we head there. I don't know. Look at the stochastic still in the overbought area, right? Splitting and about to turn down. But today's action, it looked like it possibly wants to make a turn. It was just extreme. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to pull up the advanced decline line. Hold on a minute. Someone said something. I want to say hello. By the way, when I do these videos, I'm bad with the comments. So put the comments down. I kind of go into my little spiel, and then every once in a while I look over there and see what you guys is talking about. So DPA, I can't even pronounce your name. You said there's been a lot of misdirections market lately. You say M&Ms, HFs getting greedy, market makers and high frequency traders, I guess you say, getting greedy and want to make up from losses from the meme stock short and RH. Yeah, it's coming back down after a split from the sell-off. Yeah, so this is what I noticed, and this is the advanced decline line. I'm looking at the weekly, and let me pull up the daily. Maybe you could see it a little better. Oh, maybe pull up the, how about the hourly? Because I want y'all to see this. All right, so we was coming down all last week, right? And I wasn't panicking too much because the advanced decline line, now this is a sloppy chart, but just look at the lows for the, you could see we was basically, the advanced decline line was pinning like 15, 13. It wasn't doing 2,000. And then that's extreme. And that's when I'm like, okay, the sell-off is real. So I'm like, okay, we're just going down. We just, it's just drifting down. There's no need to worry. I was actually looking at stocks to get bullish. I was actually changing my portfolio, picking some more long-term leap plays. Y'all know that's what I do to out 2023. I was just kind of repositioning for the next wave up, not even worried about what was going on. And then boom, it finally hit, right? Look at that. And it was to the extreme. Where did we close? Look at how low this thing got. Minus 2,592. That's crazy. Now I'll pull up the weekly and then you can see how low that actually is. And there it is. Look at that. This is the weekly event. Look how low we pegged. The last time we hit there was here, June last year on a sell-off. And then come over here, and here is the COVID sell-off, right? So that's the last time we was as low as we was today. Now, what does that mean? That means all right, it could mean two things. It means probably we're definitely going to see a reversal, right? Like, boom, we'll pop a snapback rally, a rally up, a bounce. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for, a bounce. But is it sustainable? Is the bounce, do we just go up to new highs? I don't know that one. I don't know that one, but the market finally got real today, and they was selling. I mean, they was selling and selling hard. Now, this is the advanced decline line, the NASDAQ version. That's the one I like looking at because I feel the NASDAQ is what actually moves the market. So I follow like the NASDAQ, and then look at the ticks. Here's the tick. This is the stocks ticking up versus ticking down. These are the internals that I look at. The only two internals that I like looking at. Let me go to I'm trying to find something out that's easy to read. Look at the extremeness where the market opened up. It was like minus 2,000 on the ticks, and you could see where the range is. Let's go to the daily on that, and you can see look at that. How many times did it tick this low, right? So that was definitely extreme. This is unsustainable, right? This basically tells me reversal area. We're gonna reverse, right? It was extreme today, extreme. That's as you see, it's just not sustainable. So we bounce. That's what I'm gonna say. I say we bounce. If maybe we sell off hard tomorrow and then start to buy, come up or whatever. But how long is that bounce gonna be? I don't know, because when I was showing you the cues, there's the cues, right? So the channel, right? It's right at the top of the channel. It's right there. So if it wants to go to the bottom, it can. We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. So let's look at the SPY, see what we got going on. Wow. Let me get my drawing tool. Y'all guys got any questions, just go ahead and put it in the comments, man. Put it in the comments. Well, if I do that, see, am I cheating? I don't think so. I don't think I'm cheating. The more touches you get on the trend line, the more accurate it is, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We breached there. We'll count that as 6. And then look what happened there, right? Official break today, right? So that is not good. Although we dojied a little bit, So, maybe a little indecision. Maybe we bounce back up into the range. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that sell-off was extreme. Look at the volume even. Look at the volume today. Unbelievable. So we definitely got to bounce. We got to bounce be coming. Bounce be coming. Look at the after hours on the SPY. It's already happening. And I bought some Q calls during the day. I think I was a little early because I thought the bounce was going to happen. If you look at the FinViz again, it's easier to show you here. See this bounce? I bought somewhere right in there. And I'm like, oh, that's it. We opened low, hard, a scare. And something happened right here. I just don't know what news dropped. But right around 12 o'clock, we just started. And I'm like, okay, it's not going to happen today. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow. I kept the position open. I went longer on Tesla. And NVDA, I didn't do anything. I just missed it, man. I got some positions in NVIDIA though, so I didn't miss it like that. Now let's look at those stocks specifically. So I showed you the NVIDIA bounce, and that's something else I want to show you. Let's look at CrowdStrike. This is a stock that I'm all over this, man. I got a huge position in CrowdStrike that goes out till 2023. That's what. Yeah, I trade the options way as far out as I can go, and they're not just straight up naked calls. They are call spreads. You have to hedge when you go out, because if you have a day like this, right, and your stock didn't bounce, you're going to get destroyed on those calls. You have to hedge. You have to hedge, man. Do call spreads. If you want more leverage, do 2 of them. Yeah, do 2 call spreads. If you want more leverage, do 3 call spreads. Let me answer a question. Jewelry Box is in the house, and she says, hey, what's up? So is Mr. JRH. Hey, thanks for the shout out. He was like, hey, you was right about that drop. Yeah, it wasn't I. Yeah, I was still right in front of that train, man. I was like, You said it almost closed my QQQ position. I'm up about 70 cents. Thanks for. Hey, man, appreciate you. Appreciate it. See, I help people out if they listen. I even have to learn to listen to myself. I got to play it back and listen. I'll be like, why did I put this trade on? But I said this in the video. I swear I'd be like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm like 2 people. I'm like a person that reads charts right here that don't trade, and then I'm the trader that's not, you don't see that guy really. I'm going to get ready to open. I'm trying to do like a Patreon or something to where I do show you the trades. I show you the trades I put on, and you actually see the real numbers in the portfolio. So I'm actually thinking about trying to put that together, but I just need more time to get it together. Let me know if y'all interested in something like that. Put it in the comments below. Let me know, let y'all, I don't want to say, I was going to say, yeah, I'm the real deal. No, I'm not the real deal, but portfolio's doing well, man. It's doing well. I got crushed Friday. Yes, Friday was disaster. Today, it started out a disaster. And then I looked at my portfolio after the market closed. I was like, oh my God. One account's up to 2,000. One account's up 2,000. I think one account's down 500. I think another account's up 1,000. So I was actually overall, I'm actually up today. I was like, wow, okay, I'm up. Interesting. All right, so back to CrowdStrike. Okay, Julie Box is driving. Look at the bounce off the top of the range. Look at that candle. First of all, we know about NVIDIA, right? That today just showed you everything you needed to know about that. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want the breakouts to look like. We want it to break out of the range and pull back. So much lately with these stocks breaking out. They just go straight up, and it's like, are you kidding me? You don't, like NVIDIA did. NVIDIA finally pulled back, and if you blinked, it's back up at 750. CrowdStrike was breaking out. I got all over it. But I didn't really care about the pullback because I'm doing the leaps, right? I got time. But here's your pullback, and now it can take off. So now I feel comfortable that this thing could actually break these highs and go higher. Now, depending on the market conditions, but you know what? This thing closed up today. The NASDAQ was down, right? Down 1%. Days like this, by the way, let's look at this heat map again. These tell you where you need to be. On a day that's so strong to the downside, you look at your greens, and that could just show you where you need to be. See, we got UPS and FedEx, Costco, Dollar General, Tesla, Abbott Labs, Eli Lilly, Netflix, Applied Materials, PayPal, AMD, Xilinx. Just looking over here. What is that? Kellogg's? Yeah, they up. Okay, so your packaged foods is up. Yeah, I don't know if you want to get excited about that. And Kroger. I always wanted to own Kroger. Just own it. I don't want to trade it. I just want to own it. Because we all spend our money at these grocery stores. What do we got over here? I don't know that company. Quest Diagnostics, Illumina. Yeah, so these are stocks that you need to look at, possibly pick up when it's pulling back. As you see, they didn't give you a chance today, but these are the stocks that people want to own. Etsy. I didn't even know there was something in eBay, right? It's a little weird though today because they was putting on the COVID trades again, the pandemic trades. Let's look at DocuSign, right? Let's look at DocuSign, and look, huge day up 2.63%. Almost, I didn't even know it was doing this well. Wow, I thought it was over right here. I haven't pulled this up in a long time, but wow. Brought it right back up to the high, right at all-time highs for the most part. You know, this sell-off was a little vicious. I thought it was done for DocuSign. As fast as it snapped back to the top of the range, that price action has to tell you that this thing will go higher. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Look at that candle even. It's a whole outside month. Okay, this is the monthly chart. Look at that. This candle almost encompassed the last 8 months. That's very, very bullish. I got to start looking at this. I got to look at this more often. I didn't realize DocuSign was doing all of that. So wow, DocuSign. Let's pull up Zoom. Zoom is the other one, right? Zoom is actually down today. Wow, I didn't think it would be down. Downward trend, right? It's been trending down ever since October last year. It broke out to the upside, but pulling back maybe. You got to keep an eye on this, that this is the low. I tell you what, it did give you today something to trade against, right? You could trade against that low. You can get in, get long, and you're out below that candle, 343.82, right? So if you're interested in the Zoom, I'm not, but if you want to pick bottoms, maybe there's something here, but does it come all the way to the bottom of this range? I don't know, but it broke out. Now it's retesting that resistance, which is now support, and it's about to blast right through. You said you at Kroger and Walmart, right? I know all our money goes there. Now I'm in Walmart, by the way. I have I think I got 140, 150 call spreads that expire a year from now. I don't think it's way out. And I got like 10 of them or something like that. What is it trading? Let's pull up Walmart. Yeah, I mean, we all spending the money. You got to be in those stocks. Walmart, Amazon, what did you say? What was that other one? Kroger. Yeah, Kroger, of course. Costco, right? I mean, their margins are like razor thin. I mean, these things ain't the super growth companies, but these guys is pulling in cash, man. All right, so look at Walmart. Wow, look at that close. All right, makes me feel good. It closed in the red, but you know what? If the market was open another 10 minutes, this thing would have been green. Look at over here. I'm looking to the left, right? I could pull up the minute chart and get rid of this one. Man, look at that close. Wow. Okay, look at the volume coming in even. All right, so I wanted to talk about CrowdStrike and Amazon. We talked about NVDA. Let's go back to look at Amazon still in the breakout. We didn't talk about this yet, but y'all know I talk about this all the time. I'm super bullish on it. I'm surprised it closed red today, to be honest, because if everybody's trading the COVID trade again, well, this is one of them, right? So shouldn't it have been green? Doesn't that mean more people get online and buy stuff on Amazon? I don't know, but the breakout is still in effect. The pullback is perfect. I'm actually glad we got that pullback, right? That sets it up more perfect coming into earnings. And a nice little candle, reversal candle, almost. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. There's a gap here. Does a gap fill tomorrow? I don't know. Tesla. I'm going to pull up that as well. Very shocked at Tesla was another gift, I feel. What is it, 646? Where did this thing go to today? And this is why I bought Tesla. Look, it went to 621. I mean, just last couple days ago it was 720, right? Wasn't it 700? What was it? Where did we go up here? Sorry, it wasn't at 7. Maybe about 700, right? So a couple days later, right, let's zoom in here, right? 700. What day was this? Well, I'm looking at the 4. What day is this? The 13th, sorry. Okay. July 13th. It was trading at 700. This is the 4-hour chart, so every two bars is a day. Let me pull up the daily. So make it a little easier. Zoom in close. Okay, 700, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 days later, it's damn near 600. 100 points off. You have to get that. So that's what I was thinking. That in the video, I wound up getting in the Tesla trade again. I'm actually surprised it's this kind of price in action with the earnings around the corner. Bezos takes off tomorrow. I'm actually worried about that. I worry about reactions if he would just to blow up and disintegrate up there in space. What would happen to Amazon? You said you legged into the SPY bull debit spread today. X-Bright. I think that's a good trade. I think we go up. Turnaround Tuesday tomorrow, by the way. It's almost a guarantee. When that's Mondays, I turn around Tuesday. I didn't just make that up at the top of my head. It just happens. Right, Tuesdays, man, turn around Tuesdays. So I like that trade already. Yeah. So if he would just disintegrate up there. Now I know he's not the CEO anymore, but isn't he the chairman or something like involved with Amazon? Even if he wasn't, it would just be. By the way, it would be a huge buying opportunity. So if it were to sell off, just disintegrate. I mean, does Amazon go down like 200-300 points? It would bounce back, I think, with the quickness. But I think that would actually be the knee-jerk reaction. So I actually worry about that because I'm in the stock, and I'm actually fully loaded. Meaning, if it gave us that deep discount, I don't even have anything to, get. I would have to sell something basically to kind of take advantage of that. So now we're like, damn, what do I sell? And I probably will sell something. I'll be like, oh, I got to take advantage. I got to take advantage of this. Amazon is its own beast. It will live on without him, just like Apple, right? Jobs has been gone for a minute, and they're a $2 trillion company, the biggest company in the world, right? Took a minute, but they did it, right? So it would be the same with Amazon, man. It's its own entity now. It works all by itself. Of course, you need some, genius. But that guy's been following Bezos on his coattails, I think, damn near ever since Amazon was Amazon for a long time. So he thinks, sleeps, eats, does everything just like Bezos. So I have 100% confidence in that guy. If the launch goes bad, Amazon, right? You say 20%. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I'm like, what would it go to? It would be ugly. But it would. My prediction, it would snap right back. It won't. Maybe a day, maybe 2. It depends, but it would snap right back. Especially, let's say it doesn't snap back. I can't believe we're even talking about this. And then the earnings comes out. Well, earnings is past. I was gonna say, and then the earnings will make people say, all right, I'm gonna buy the stock because it would be a deep discount. It would be discount. You just gotta buy. It's Amazon still. I have a feeling that's why he left. I know he probably, I don't know. I'm like, okay, he left. Does he go up to space, come back, and then say, you know what, I'm going to be CEO again? Maybe he just wants to take his title off. Or, I don't know. I know he wants to launch that. Next thing you know, it's Space Prime or something, and he's got people paying thousands of dollars just to have access, just to have the opportunity to possibly buy a ticket. Do you know, like the New York Jets, right? I'm a Jets fan. In New York, even the Jets suck, okay? I know I'm a Jets fan, they suck, but it's sold out forever. 10 years, you can't get tickets. Period. Doesn't matter how bad they are. But you have to get tickets. If you do want the tickets, there's a waiting list. You got to get on the waiting list. And to be on that list is like $1,000 a season. The last time I checked, just to be on the list. Talk about the NFL, boy. Oh man, And so if you don't get the ticket, it's unbelievable. These guys can sell anything. It's very frustrating as a fan, you know. They just take advantage of us like that. Anyway, I'm probably like that for other teams too. But I got to see the Jets over here when they played the Bengals. Man, the ticket cost me $20. $20 ticket. That'll never happen in New York. Anyway, I think it would be the worst if something happened to Musk. T-Lie would. Yeah. Oh yeah. If something happened to, oh man, goodness gracious. Yeah, that would be. I'd be like, damn, Tesla's over. It's it. Trade is done. Trade's over. You know, that's how I would feel. That's how everybody will feel. Yeah, man. It seems like who's replacing that guy? I'm sure he's got people, you know, but he's the face. He put himself as the face of Tesla. He is Tesla, period. Right? When you think Tesla, you think Musk. Not too many people that don't even know if you say he's one of the few where you could ask anybody who owns Tesla, who's the CEO of Tesla, or they'll say Elon Musk. Right? They'll know, even though they know nothing about companies and business. They just know he's the face. You know, so yeah, that would be ugly. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Yeah, I think that would be ugly. Oh man. Okay. He said just. Yes, and I got my jet ski. I'm ready for the season. All right, I got distracted totally. Let's pull up RCL. I'm gonna pull up the cruise lines because I've been I've been wanting to sell a put naked in this but it's a good thing I didn't. It would have been a totally losing position. But I'm waiting for this to snap back. Look at that trend line break. See how clean that break is and see how it just goes lower. This line told you exactly when to get out. And it works. These trend lines work, man. They work. And I think, though, it's going to bounce. See, I don't know. These cruises getting me nervous because these guys need to sail or they're going to be going bankrupt or something. Because now that the Delta variant, I can see why it's down hard because you got the Delta variant. By the way, that's why the market was down for the most part. And they start halting these cruises. I think they all got permission. They all got cruises set up for the end of the summer or early fall or whatever. And if they pull these in and next thing you know, they can't sail till next year. Who knows if they could even make it till next year? Them ships are costing mad money just sitting on the port. These guys need to make some money. Look at Sea Carnival. Same situation. I mean, wow. You know, keep an eye on these, though, for the bounce back. You know, wow, Carnival. Damn. It was just playing $32. All right, calm down, Andre. Here we go. 40% in 8 days. I'm sorry, no, that's 8 bars. 40% in 40 days, right? Every 10 days, this thing lost 10%. You didn't even see it. When's the last time you seen a green week? I'll tell you when, the end of May, right? Memorial Day weekend, it was green. And everything looked good then, right? The summer, peak of summer, people's partying out. Everything was looking good. And then all of a sudden, the Delta variant started coming. See how the stocks were reacting before it really got newsworthy. Of course, it was in the news if you look, but you know what I'm saying. Before it was, the stocks know it's in the stock. It's in there. Now, that is my, what is that word? Gosh, I can't think of it. Basically, that puts me into these steals, right? So I've been talking about this forever. I got a lot of people in the comments that disagree with me with these steals. It was what is going on. It was in the price. It's in there. It's in there, man. I don't need to know what futures, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to know any of that because it's in the stock. It's in the chart. And it was trading. There it is, man. Look, it broke. It rolled. It's... Okay, it's just done. It's just done, man. They still paying a lot for steel. No, I don't know what's going on, but problems. And remember, that's why I got out of the cliff, and it was showing. It's here. This is why I got out. I was like, you know what? It ain't trading right. I got out here. I got in here. Here, yeah, I think I got in this one. trying to think, I think it was this drop. And maybe this drop. I'm not sure. I think it was this drop. And I remember that candle. I was like, oh shit. And then I think I reanalyzed it. I just was looking at it. I was like, you know what? This thing is not trading right. It didn't do that nowhere over here. Now the highs suck. I didn't like it. And I got out, even though it was still in the range. And sure enough, man, there it is. There's the drop. That was in the price. It was telling us what was going on. It was telling us something was wrong. That's my whole point of bringing this up. It was telling us that. You just got to recognize it. Look at Nucor, right? There's the break, right? And look at the break. Now, this is being pretty strong still, even though it broke that main trend line here still. So if you want to get back in the steels, if it's going to work again, this is the one you probably want to get on. Because you know what? This will probably snap back to the all-time high in a flash, like boom, all-time high. You know, so if it turns around. We got earnings coming out. The earnings and none of this stuff is going to matter, man. The 10 years dropping. People's thinking deflation. People's thinking stagflation, right? Slow growth and high inflation, which would be ugly, okay? You know, so it just traps the Fed. You know, what are you going to do? You know, so that's why I was bringing up that 10-year. And by the way, so we had the Delta variant, the 10-year, I think, dropped today. Was it 1.18? Look at the break. I showed y'all this a week ago, week and a half ago. I was showing y'all this. And then people's like, why I bring up the 10-year? Well, now look at the markets and look at the 10-year. You see what I'm saying? I was early. I was the only one talking about this. It's not even TV. You got to keep an eye on this. But look how it's really separating. And I don't know what's going on, but you know what? It's telling us something. Okay, so what? I don't know. And that's what the market don't know, and that's why it's selling off. All right, so here it is, man. There's the drop. It's ugly. Look at the gap. This is the yield, y'all, by the way. We're just looking at the yield. Now, it is separating from the moving average. So, therefore, it should stabilize, maybe bounce back up a little bit, but I don't think that's the end of it. It's got too much acceleration. It's just too steep. Okay, it's not like it's going sideways. I mean, wow, it's just ugly. Right, look at that. This is the weekly. Look at that turn. You remember the last time you seen a turn like that? Well, we can go over here, right here. How about that? So does the emote, I always say the bars, right? I was getting ready to call it emotions because it's kind of emotions. That's why I like charts. Because people's emotions are the same, right? Does it start getting longer? Do we start getting big red bodies? If that's the case, man, this market, I don't know. But why? Is it really selling off because of the Delta variant? Now, most of us, what is it, 60, 70, 65% of us have the shot? I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that, but a lot of people. So before when we was getting it, no one had the shot. So I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows what it is. Is it that? Is it I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Well, all you know, you just got to keep an eye on it. And maybe we'll figure it out, right? But the Fed's been spot on with the inflation, transitory and stuff. Did you see oil prices? U.S., what is oil? CL. I think oil had a big drop today. Yeah, down 7%. What the hell is going on with oil? What is going on with the commodities? I mean, so you see, it's this stuff, something's going on, all right? And that's why the market is just like bugging out, man. It's just, something's going on. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. So here's the break. I mean, this is breaking, and I don't know how to bring up paper. The timber futures, right? I don't know that one. But from what I understand, they're lower than it was pre-COVID even. I mean, it's just, what's going on? It was just, it's like I woke up, like yesterday it was high, today it was down. You know what I mean? I know it wasn't like one day on that, but It's like a snap of a finger. Everybody was worried about it. Now everybody's worried about it being too low. It's like, huh? Are you worried about it being too high? It's like, why are we going down so fast on these is basically the story here. Right? So it's not necessarily that they're going down, because we will feel comfortable it's going down. Okay, good. We ain't got to worry about that, that, everything. But no, they're going down in a hurry, almost like back in COVID. Here was the COVID low, right? Drop. Look at that, right? So is it just scared because of what happened before? Is it just like, so I don't think it's the same. I just think it's totally different. So, and I think anything that sells off, you could probably get it's deals. I just think it's deal time. I just think the market's worried or whatever. That's my personal reasons. But unless it's something we find out what's really going on under the hood. And I don't know what's going on, man. Hey, so I got 9 people up in here. Yo, that's awesome. I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all hit that bell and comment. Get it. I got JRH comment. I would love to talk to all 9 of you. Now, I know who 2 of you are. Mr. JRH, you can see he's all up in the comments. And then the Jewelry Box. That's my girl, the Jewelry Box. Check her out on Facebook. She sells homemade jewelry and does live, it's almost like auction style, but it's fixed prices. She's got some big news getting ready to drop here soon too. Anyway, so did I miss anybody? Is that the RS? Oh no, I use the Soul Stochastic. The RSI works. I'm just not an RSI fan, but it works. I get it. People use it. It works. I used to run the RSI, and I'm like, you know what? I think I like the Soul Stochastic. It just works better for me because the RSI when it's oversold, it can stay oversold. When it's overbought, it can stay overbought. The reason why I like the stochastics because I could see the slow and fast. I could see it splitting. It gives me a little extra dimension to look at when I'm looking at something's going up or down. Right. So, Peloton. Y'all know I'm Peloton bull. So Peloton came back to life. I'll be honest with y'all. I had some trades on last week on Peloton bullish, and I was like, what is going on? I was selling put spreads, and I was getting crushed. I bailed. I had to bail on some of them. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. And then here's the snapback. And, of course, the snapback is, well, everybody's going to be home, so whip out the bikes again. That is totally not the trade in Peloton. It's not the trade. I mean, we don't be home. Hey, get the Peloton from the garage. We're going to use it again. I'm telling you, that's not the trade. I've been bullish in this thing from day one for the most part. And I don't know if people's getting it. People love their Peloton. It's not as simple as, if the gym is safe, let's go back and pay $10 a month and run with 1,000 people. It's just an awesome bike. You saw how it ate the kids up. And then Peloton said, we will be calling the bikes or the treadmills. Here's the number. Call in and we'll come get your treadmill. Guess what? Nobody called in. It was like under 4%. People wanted the Peloton. They didn't give a fuck. That's right, man. That's right. So think about that. It's people want to pay up for that, man. That's the trade. So I think anytime you get this thing coming down, and we're about to find out here in a minute because earnings is 9/9, September 9th. So far away, damn. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out if they the real deal or not. And I say they the real deal. I need to scoop some up. But, I've been putting trades on. I don't have any long-term. As bullish as I am, I don't have any long-term trades on. I just put small trades on. I need to put some long trades on. But see how we have I got the 9, right? I got the 9 average. I got the 20 slow. So I got a fast and a slow. And we're getting a crossover right now. So this is bullish. This area right here is bullish. Not only do we have the stock price on top of both the fast and the slow moving trend line, we have the fast crossing over the slow, and a great update, up 7% today. This most likely goes higher from here, higher low. This is even a reverse head and shoulders, basically. Here's the shoulder, head, and almost another shoulder, almost. But I like this at this low, and you know what that low is? It is 170. I'm sorry, no, it's not. 109, 108. Let's call it 108. You could trade against that. You can get in right here in 108. You just do correct position sizing. 108 your low. You get out if it goes below 108, man. I have a feeling this thing, Peloton, since it came out, always ran into earnings, every single earnings period. And you know what? Every time they reported, except for here, they dropped. No, I think it's sold off here. So that's the trade on Peloton. You could buy it. It won't be a little far away from earnings, though. It'll run into earnings. It will report. It's going to report a kill. It's going to be unbelievable, like every single time. And it's going to pop on the open and sell off all day. That's been the trade, right? So let's see if I'm right, but that's been the trade, man. So you can run into earnings. It'll pop on the open and overnight. And as soon as that stock market opens at 9:30, start selling off. Because it's going to drop about 10 to 15% from the high. It's crazy, and hopefully it doesn't do that this time. But here's a trend line right here. You can see it's broken, right? This thing is, for the most part, just been sideways. I can actually clear all of this out. If I clear drawings and pull up my favorite triangle tool. And for the most part, it's just really been in a range. I can actually do that. And you know when we're really going to take off to the races? When this thing breaks the all-time high over here, about 170. But we're at the lower end of the range. I'd say I like it. I just got to put on a longer-term trade for this thing. I got to figure out something. And look at the stochastic. Anyway, I ain't going to talk about that. One thing I don't like is the stochastic. All right, now, you're going to have people saying this is way overvalued and stuff, but I don't look at value here on day trades. I look at charts. Charts telling me, and the people with this one, right? Because like that's huge, man. The baby's getting almost dying on video, and nobody wants to get rid of the bike. So that's huge, man. You're new here, but I'm enjoying myself. Hi, Ashley. I'm sorry I just missed you. Good. I'm glad you enjoy it, and I'm glad you commented. And this is what I want the other. Oh, I got people lit. Where did everybody go? All right, so JRH is here. I'm taking inventory. I might go, hey, sound off. You go 1, 2, JRH, the jewelry box, and Ashley. Okay, there's 2 other people that I need in the comments, so you can say what's up. All right, so there's the monthly. Yeah, look at that. So it looks just ready to go up. This is... When I talk, I'm always looking long-term when I trade, okay? So when I'm talking about things, I usually mean long-term, like not super. Basically, I'm not saying it's going up tomorrow, okay? That's what I'm getting at. Like, oh, yeah, that's it. You know, we're going up 20 points in the next 2 days. No. It's just that the trend, I think, is still higher. That's this trend right here. I don't know, but we're in this little sideways range. Look at the volume even. Look at how, you see that sell-off? Like, oh, look at that volume. Look at the sell-off. And that sell-off was from that bike, the kids getting eaten up. Where's the volume? Hello? Was y'all really selling it off that hard? Was y'all really? Where's the volume? This is almost some of the lowest volume it's been since it's been a stock on that massive sell-off. Now, you know what I say? If the volume that's not there, it's fake. That's a 50% pullback. Now, of course, that's a real pullback. If you was in, you lost your money for real. But the volume is not there. And then look at this, the comeback, the return. It tells you it wants to go higher. I don't know what happened here. I think people scared of the kids, whatever. It's telling you it wants to go higher. It needs to be volume, all right? So that's how you read volume, all right? So I guess that's about it, man. I guess I got to end this video. I was writing a list of what to talk about, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to write a list. I'm just going live. I'm just hitting the button and I'm going live. And there I was. I got the list is half written. I got on there. I wanted to talk about CrowdStrike, Amazon, DocuSign, Peloton, Zoom, Carnival, and RCL. So if there's anything that you, and then we talked about the steals. Netflix. Netflix was up today. I think Netflix was one of the first stocks to turn green today. Maybe NVDA was, but Netflix, man, I don't know. You see sideways. Some people are bullish on it. I think it goes lower. I think it's way too much competition now. I just don't think it's sustainable anymore. So we'll see. It's always been in an uptrend, and I tell you what, every time they report earnings, it seems like they always just go down 50 points. The one thing I noticed about Netflix when it trades, especially after earnings, is once it goes down, once it drops that 50, 40 points or whatever, it doesn't go down any further. That's the low for until the next earnings report. It seems to always hold the low. So possibly what I might do this time, finally, and I hate trading Netflix because I usually lose, because it's a volatile stock. That's why I don't like trading volatility that way. Because I might sell a put. I have to let it drop down hard and then go ahead and get below it and sell put spreads, because it always seemed to hold. That's what I've been noticing about it. But yeah, it's getting ready to report. Let me pull up the day. Reports this week. And when is it? Is it tomorrow? 6/21, 2 days. No, that ain't it. Tomorrow. Okay, reports tomorrow after the bell. So tomorrow, put your bets in. Now, here's the thing. I said it's going lower. We already had a drop. So I got to take that back. We already down almost 7% in the last, how many days is that? 4 days. So it's kind of set up. It's not pushing the top of the range like it normally does. So maybe it bounces here. Maybe it goes up. I don't know. Earnings is always a tough call. I'm not an earnings trader. I know some people like it and they love it. But I pick the stocks that it blows through. I do it here and there, but it's a little too risky for me. A little too risky. He said, pull up Airbnb, thinking about a bearish trade. Don't say that. I'm long Airbnb and it's not working out. Ugh. Gosh, what it is the Delta variant with this stock and Expedia, and especially Booking, because overseas, they can't get it together over there. They can't get it together. Anyway, but it's been in a downtrend. So, I mean, everything you're right. It's bearish. I mean, I got all my lines drawn, but you could see it did break here. This is when I thought we was off to the races. But then the Delta variant, that's what turned this stock around. Because we came out of here and then we had that day, and that's when I was like, oh, yeah, I did the right thing. We're gone. It's taken off. And then sure enough, it got up to here, 157. Shoot, anyway, it just turned, right? Down 16% in 18 days, almost 1% a day, without even, and got one green day in there. So, but it's seriously oversold now, Mr. JRH. Who said that? Yeah, Mr. JRH. Look at the stochastic. It's way at the bottom, coming up, right? Getting ready to cross over, just like here, and you can see how he popped, right? Here even, you can see how he popped. So, shorting right now, I think it's a little dangerous. You should have got it up here. So the move happened already. And if I could tell you, look, this is, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know why I didn't see this right away. Oh, come on, man. We're right at the low, right? It's not going it's not going through there. It's not going through there anytime soon. That's bounce area. That's the buy point. So what you could do, though, and I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Okay. What I would do is I would buy it here and get out below that line, right? Below the lows here. So that low is 130. Looks like, 130. 130 is your support, and you're out. You should get a bounce here. It's prime. That's saying it's prime. It's just the perfect spot, right? So now here's the resistance. It should bring us up to here. That line is not the greatest. About 140. So maybe we get 10 points on the move. Then you could short up here and then see if we come down lower, right? Because we're going to hit something here at this 140 area. We'll see what happens. We got earnings coming up too, so gotta be careful about that. I don't know how this stock trades into earnings. I think over here it's sold into it. Yeah, I'm learning this one still. I don't really know how. I know a lot of people want to get into, they want to own this Airbnb thing. Every time the CEO gets on CNBC or what I hear from him, he's got always bullish things to say. Only thing, the problem is these guys don't have enough Airbnbs. I mean, that's a high quality problem. So they're paying people, they're doing stuff to make people Airbnb easier. And I think they giving bonuses out for people that sign. I can't remember the incentives, but they had incentives to get new people to go Airbnb, to put your house up. And that was their problem. So that's a good high quality problem. Now the problem with Booking, which is the big boy, you know, they're overseas and they mainly do most of their businesses, you know, overseas and stuff. But look at that. I mean, this is ugly. And that's because they can't get it going over there. I mean, it's like, this is what I'm looking at for the bounce. Once you realize that they're getting a handle on it and things are starting to open and people are starting to travel, Booking, I think, is the play. Now, this is one stock I was wrong about. I made some money. Actually, I wound up losing. I just didn't get out in time. I was making money, making good money, and I got greedy. I just was not even possibly thinking that it could pull back like that, because what do they also own? Open Table. Yeah, just like it. I don't know. I don't know. I just was not looking at the charts and was just like, oh man, there's no way, man, America is opening. But they're really more involved in the world, and until the world opens, then this thing turns around. And the world is just not as good as us. And now we're starting to make the turn. Like, we're starting to be like the world, California, you know, Los Angeles, whatever. Everybody got to wear face masks. So look at it's going down. I don't know when look at the stochastic, how it's just nose diving straight down. It's not even trying to turn. And by the way, so whoever was asking me about the RSI, so if this was like, I know that this is kind of ready to turn. Not, I want to see it point up, and I want to see those lines cross each other, and that gives me a better indication. And I want to see them get spread apart a little bit as well. So that's what I kind of use. But when that happens, this thing would have already bounced, but it kind of let me know if it's going to be solid or not. Look, earnings coming up August 4th. What was that, next week, 2 weeks from now? It's going to be interesting. You can see how choppy this thing trades. Almost got to clear all my charts out on this one. That channel could stay. So clear all that out. Here is, yeah, look at that. It even broke that support, right? So, and then, let's see, I'm just trying to, mainly here, right? I think it comes to here. I think I'm going to say 2,000. That's a nice round number. Down 77 today, 3.6%. They was smacking this thing. They was hitting this thing hard today. Look at the big gap. I even worried about that. Does this gap right here, did it fill? Is this considered the gap fill right there? Maybe. That'd be ugly if it came down to 1,800. Oh, man. But it doesn't look like it wants to turn around. Pull up the monthly, it probably looks even clearer, right? Look at that. Look how it just, look at the stochastic on the monthly. See how it's splitting like that? It's just showing it wants to come straight down. You know, I think if that happens, there's going to be even bigger problems going on. But some of these stocks is just looking the greatest. Yeah, this thing never broke out, never got out of there. And that's the high, 25.41. So down 20% in 112 days. All right, so that one took 3 months. 3 months. Let me see. Waiting to see how the world reacts to the virus. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens in school. I mean, people starting to worry about schools. I'm hearing schools are going to be open though, no matter what. But is it? you know, is it? It's like I don't know. Me and my girl is looking at some charts, some you know I don't want to say that word too much because then I don't get a lot of views. But the COVID charts, and from the worldometer.info, I think it is, and you can see all the COVID data. You would drive you crazy. I used to bring it up on this channel. I'm not even gonna try to bring it up now. But we're looking at the graphs and stuff, and the deaths and the new cases, all that stuff, man. So much statistics on there drive you crazy. And we came to the conclusion that maybe they let the leash go a little bit too soon with the mask and stuff. Even though I don't think masks work. All right, I'm getting political now. I don't think it works. It's just a false sense of security, make you think the government's doing something. Yeah, put your mask on and we're all protected. But yet cases, we was all wearing a mask. Why was that? It's fake. Anyway, all right, enough about that. Oh, man. You said oh, okay, Ashley. Look, you getting a lot of love in here, Ashley. You getting a lot of love. You said, has anyone ever had a call, held a call into a split? Okay, I have NVDA Weekly. Yeah, what happens is your call is going to get split 4-1. It's going to be a new, and I'm not good at this, but nothing changes. Nothing changes. They're going to split. Instead of it being, like options 100, you're controlling 100 shares. It's going to be something like you're controlling 20 shares or something like that. It's actually going to be a new chain that's going to be here. And so let's say you got these 20 August, right? And then there's going to be new options listed, and then you'll see yours is going to have like a funky number. Maybe Tesla still got some of those on there. I can show you. No, I don't see any. How about Apple? Apple? Because they did a split. No, I don't really see those funky options on here. I don't know why, making me feel like a dummy. But that's what should happen, I think. Now I gotta say, I think. Maybe they changed it. But you're fine. You got nothing to worry about. Even if you get more options, less options, however they do it, whatever, everything is all good. That's good. Matter of fact, I have calls. I have leaps on the video. And I got a lot. Not really. I'm all over the place. Excuse me. I got a lot that expires January 21st, right in here, and I got put spreads here. Like I sold if I remember, this is NVIDIA. Oh, this is Apple. Pull up NVIDIA, even though it doesn't matter. Is this the January's? Yeah. So I got like the 700, 680. I sold. See, like this 700. There's still good premium on here. Like this is July. So you got August, September, October, November, December. Basically 5.5 months left, right? So if you sell the 700, now we know NVIDIA is not going to go below 700, right? Of course, anything can happen. But you seen the price action today. This thing got to 715. They scooped it up damn near in a market sell-off, almost 1,000 point down. Right? So that almost tells you, like, man, we never going lower than 715. So, it's a 700, 680 spread. You can get 790 for that. Right? So that's 20 points wide. So 20 points times 100 is $2,000 risk. All right, but they're going to pay you $790 right now. So your real risk is $1,210. $1,210. All right, so $790 divided by $1,210 is 65% on your money for the next 6 months. If any bank out there in the United States, because maybe in the world, you say, hey, give me $1,000 for until December, January 1st, and I'll give you 65% on that money. I'll give you $1,650. And you'll be thinking, what's going on? This is a scam, huh? You're gonna take my money. What's the scam? What's the catch? There's no catch. All you gotta do is put on that trade, and it's the same thing. Okay, so I got the 700s to 680s. Still paying good premium on that. 65%. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait and be patient. I know you're not gonna get the money tomorrow, but man, make 65% on your money every 6 months. Sounds good, right? Wouldn't that be over 100% a year? Do you know how quick you'll be a millionaire if you made 100% a year every year? Just saying. By the way, something like 8 years, depending on how much money you got. Depending on how big your bag is right now, be about 8 years. Anyway, but maybe even sooner than that. No, I think so, about 8. Anyway, I said please hit the thumbs up. Oh, Jewelry Box promoting for me. She's always got my back. She says, please hit the thumbs up button. This helps the algorithm. And I need help on the algorithm. You know why? Because my live videos, they suck. They basically, I don't want to talk like that. Basically, the replay, no one watches them. Now, if I would have recorded this video and then uploaded it as a pre-recorded video, it gets way more views. When I do lives, it doesn't get any views after it's over. Something is up with that. I don't know why. Y'all look at this. Watch this video. Watch the views on it tomorrow. Whatever. Watch how it don't move. And that's actually the only reason why I make pre-recorded videos, because personally, I would love to make live videos every day. It's easier. Let's get on here and be like, hey, what do you want to talk about? Blah, 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 blah. You know, look at charts. You can look at charts. You can actually see what I'm thinking, you know, because I pull up these charts and I don't know what I'm going to say, see, do. When I do the pre-recorded, I'm like, oh, well, you know, I think I'll say this. Gives me time to study it. I just pulled up McDonald's real quick. I got a long bullish trade on McDonald's. Restaurants didn't do too well today, of course, because of the Delta variant, you know. But I think McDonald's is going to break out. I own I own Chipotle. Chipotle, nice. See, Chipotle held up. It's already, wow. Makes me want to it's only down $9, 0.6%. So, and I own Shake Shack. Now, this one's probably got destroyed. I'm down 2%. Very volatile here. I just like the growth prospects in this thing. I'm just waiting for them to get their act together. And they are. You could pull up go to YouTube, pull up Shake Shack grand opening. Okay, you'll see them all over the country not all over because they don't have many of them. Lines around the building. I love lines, right? Lines. Just you can't even get in the place, so just pull that up anywhere and you'll see. That's why I'm excited about it. I went there. I wasn't really a fan of it, but there was a long line. People's going crazy. I'm like, what y'all going crazy about? It's an expensive burger. It was okay. I liked Five Guys a little better personally, but people loved it. It's like Starbucks, man. Give me McDonald's coffee any day. Any day. But people love the Starbucks. Oh, yeah, so I'm in the Starbucks too, right? So those are the rest. These things is working. They always seem to work. You know why people just want to go to restaurants every day? America's getting fat. I'm one of them, okay? If you're fat, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm one of them. Anyway, so, yeah, we're always going to eat. The money's coming out, right? The child tax credit coming out early. We're going to eat with that. We're going to get McDonald's and Chipotle. They getting their fair share of that child tax credit. Better believe that. Anyway, you said if you start with 10K and make 100% for 8 straight years, that's okay. So I'm a little off. All right. So can you give? I don't got the calculator out. Can you give me where it goes over $1 million? So maybe it's 6 years, or maybe it's a year before that. Because if that's 8, then 7 years would be 1.2. So maybe it's about 7 years. All right. But just think, man, 7 years you can do it. You can do it with the trades that I show you. And it's about patience. It truly is. I do some fast trades, and 50-50, man. It depends. It depends, but I'm not as comfortable as my long-term trades. They almost all work, all of them. You know, but the short-term ones, I'd be like, things happen like this, and then like, oh shoot, I got, I'm a loss. Damn it, and but the long-term trades work. You just can't have what happened last year in March. You can't have that. You can't have what happened in 2008. That was even worse because the snapback in 2008 took about almost 2 years to snap that back. You can't have those events. Those events will destroy you. Okay, so you definitely have to recognize those events and reposition. Other than that, and you'll do it. You'll make that money. Okay, yeah. So 7 years. See, you could tell I did the math on it. It's been a while. That's why it's like about 8 years. You could tell I did the math on it. Now, if you could tell I did the math on it and you've been watching me for about 4 years or 5, you could probably guess the size of my bag. I'm just saying. Anyway, but it works. It works. Less stressful, a lot less stressful, so that's the way I like to trade, and I'm not really into the ups and downs. Like I said, I am, because I do use that's not how I really make my money. So when y'all see the Twitter chats, remember I used to have YouTube stories. I need over 1,000 subs to get YouTube stories, so come on, I need you guys. Hit the bell. That was on the old Dre Trades. Now I started Dre Trades too, right? So I got to get over 1,000. I'm not there yet. Nowhere near it. And then I was showing you the screenshots, and y'all see I'm up thousands. That's from those trades. It's not from like anything I put on yesterday. But like, wow, this portfolio. I'll be like, yeah, I made 10,000 today. That's from the trade, the leaps. That's not even from those are the. I don't even touch it. Just does its thing, man. The only thing that you have to do is put the trades on stocks that go up. That's it. Up. What's an example? Microsoft is perfect. Look at that, right? You'd have been this thing with oh man. I don't have any trades on this stock scares me for some reason. It's just too perfect. It's too perfect. It scares me, man. I need a pullback in this one. This stock, by the way, for anybody, this needs to pull back. Look how it's just elevated away from it's just, you can see the pullbacks, they happen. That's the opportunity. So let it pull into that. This is my 9. So I'm going to say somewhere around right now, if it were to pull back, maybe about 240, right? So 30 points. There's like right there, some support. It's just got to come in. But it never does. It comes in once every year and a half. But if you nail it then, if you put those trades, winner, guaranteed winner. So Microsoft, yeah, stocks like that. Now, here's what you don't want to put the stocks on. You don't want to put a trade on a stock that looks like this. It don't work. Okay, so you see the difference? Right, this is Beyond Meat. The trade won't work on this stock. Stocks that go up. So you got Beyond Meat. And this is why I talk about these big boys all the time. Apple. They almost have like built-in puts. I'm going to tell you why. Because everyone owns it. Everyone. And they're just not going to let it go down. They only can go down so much before they like, I got to get more. It's like some of these institutions got so much money that you can't just buy a bunch of, trying to think of a company, say Shake Shack. You'll wind up owning it, right? So say might like Shake Shack. You'll own the company with the money they got on. No, you put it in, it's got to go into these $1 trillion companies. No matter how much they buy, they're not going to own Apple. So money that just goes here. They're not going to let it go down like that, right? Because they're feeling the pain, and and they probably just want to buy more as new money come in. That's how I kind of look at it with with these big boy stocks. Um, y'all got any more questions? Let me see. Do you own any stocks? No. I started picking up stocks because I thought it was a great deal when March last year, right? So you know what was going on, and I was like, oh man, I got all these great deals. But then the portion of my portfolio that was in options was kicking the ass of the stock side. I was like, you know what? I'm going all in options. So I did have some stocks just to have them. And then that's why, remember I used to talk about M1. That's why I got rid of M1 and everything, because you can't do options over there. And I was just like, I'm just going all in. I'm all in. I'm all in options. Everything. You know, so, but spreads. Do I got any calls? I have 2 long calls and open door just because it was only like $300, maybe $200. I got, on Eli. Okay, Eli. Callaway. I love this guy. I don't know what is going on here. I'm going to wind up losing this trade. So I have that trade on over here. I had like the 40-50, and I don't usually do the out of the monies either, by the way. If I were to go out on the leaps, like say right now it's trading 30, I might do, I usually do on the put side. I might sell the 30s. It's trading at 29. I might sell the 30s and buy the 25s and do that way out. But this one, I'm so in love with it that I went out of the money and bought the calls. The 40, is it the 44? It might be the 40-50. Let's say it's the 40-45. So it's going up, and you know I love the company and everything they do, and then you can see it's sinking in it. Anyway, so as it started coming down like this, and this was just not too long ago, you can see right here where it's steadied out. So what is that, about 33? So my short side, now remember I bought the 40s, sold the 45s. I think I did it 10 times. I'm trying to think. Anyway, the short side, as it started coming down, the short side was up to $4,000 or something like that. So I bought those calls back. Now I'm straight long, 10 calls, 10 naked calls at the 40, waiting for this. So let's see what happens, you know. And that's the way. So when you also do the spreads, you can adjust them like that, right? So if it goes down, you know, and the short side just becomes super profitable, where it's almost damn near nothing. I mean, basically, you sold it and you could buy it back for pennies on the dollar. Buy it back, and now just be long the calls. So once this thing pops up, it probably just got to come up to 35, and I'll be making huge profits on it because I made the money going down, and I'm going to make the money going back up. So, but it's not going back up, so it's bothering me. I'm like, what is going on? So earnings is around the corner, August 5th. I mean, they reported a fantastic number, and the whole Top Golf, everything, the balls with the chips in them, these guys, clothing line, anyway, so down 21% in 50 days. So there's something I'm missing, and I missed. I don't like to do fundamentals, but I like reading about stocks that I have bigger positions on. I'll try to read about them, and I couldn't find anything. I don't know. It's just trading down. Look, Dick's Sporting Goods. All right, so Cowen adjusts Dick's Sporting Goods price target 147 to 147 from 132. Well, guess what? You get Callaway gear in there. Anyway, Callaway Truist Securities adjusts Callaway's golf price target to 40 from 38. Right? They jumped it to 40. The stock went down to 29. They target is way up here. Something is going. This is to me a fantastic buy. Every time I get more money to invest, I want to be like, how can I get longer Callaway? I feel it's the best stock I own, but the price is telling me it's not. So that's that, man. And yeah, look at that. I mean, we even got some big volume right there. You know me. So I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. Did I miss something? And Tiger Woods died? I forgot who promotes it. who wears the Callaway gear out there? Is it Nicholson? No, Mickelson is like TaylorMade, I think. I don't know, but hopefully it turns around in earnings, right? Look at this earnings. This thing, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what got me interested in Callaway, where I actually started reading about it before I put on my huge position, was when I went to Topgolf. I had to wait 2 days for a reservation. These guys open from like 10 to midnight or 10 to 2 in the morning or something like that, and I had to wait 2 days to get a booth out of 120 booths or whatever. Are you kidding me? I went home, researched the stock, liked everything I read, and bought it. Went in hard. And then when I did that, I told you guys about it. I think I got in at 25. So over here. And you can see what happened since that purchase. But look, man, look at the pullback. What? So I don't understand that. But I got longer even. So hopefully it turns around. You can see it broke the trend line here. Maybe it's going to come down to 26. So yeah, that one's actually getting me nervous. I still got time though. But yeah, come on, man. What's going on here? Anyway, what did you say? Yeah, so no, I don't own any stock positions, but sometimes I do. Sometimes, yeah, I just might buy some stock positions, like in the gosh, what's that app called? Cash App. In the Cash App, I might say, man, I got $100. Put it on Callaway. Just let it hold it. Almost put it in some stock, like a savings account. And I might even start dumping some shares in money in M1, kind of like a savings account though. So it don't be long term in there. It needs to be, but it don't be. And then I got the 4 accounts, Thinkorswim, Charles, and Tasty Works. 1, 2, yeah, those are 3, but one of them I had 2 accounts, and that's how I trade. And that's that. All right. This was a good live. I appreciate everyone that's came in to check me out. I see some new people just jumped in. Like I said, y'all guys hit the like button. And if y'all just came in, check out the replay. I think you're going to like it. It's a little rusty when I first hit record. And I'm like, okay, I got to get that going and get that. I got to make sure it's right. So I'll be a little nervous, but then I get into my groove and I just start going off the top of the dome. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to go. Yeah, I got to get ready to go to bed because I got to go to work, unfortunately. I would love to do this to where we talked about that. And it actually needs to be its own video. And I'm sure everyone watching it feels the same way. Wouldn't you just love to trade and not work? Yeah, I would love to do that. And I probably can, but just afraid. Just afraid. Yeah. I need I need to make more money for me to really be comfortable. And I'd show you these trades where I could do it, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I got to come over that fear, man. I just got to do it. Sometimes I just feel like you say, hey, job, I'm going to take the next 6 months off. I don't want you to pay me. And then I'm doing it for real, right? But I got a job still. And see what happens, yeah. Because I trade with when I really need it. If I got to make a trade because I got to pay the mortgage next month, I might fuck that trade up. I'm just being real. I'm like, but now if I don't, I'm just like, well, whatever. If I lose, I make more money. I make more money that way. But when I put that much more emotion on it, I got to pay the light bill with this one. Come on, man, let's go. Feel like I'm at the crap table. And yeah, so it's just something about that. It just makes it difficult. But I want to overcome that fear because I know I can do it. But I got to overcome that fear. I don't know I guess it's the security of a job. I don't know what it's about. Anyway, so thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, check out the videos. Hit like. Help me out with the algorithm. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll give you a couple more minutes if you got anything to say. Would love to talk about your stock. right? So we talked about mine. Like I did a lot of, like I said, repositioning, and maybe I'll do that as a video. So you just some of the new things I got. The only thing that makes me nervous is I got a little tech heavy, but then I also, I did some. Did I do Nike? I did Disney. I got into the Disney, right? Stocks that go up. I have a feeling that this is gonna hold. Oh shit! It's down 4% today. This looks like it might want to break. See, when it was doing this bounce, I thought we was gonna head up, and look at that reversal. That's because of the delta. The delta, right? So I did some Disney. I did some Walmart. Walmart could be disappointing. It's a very slow, choppy trade. Hasn't been the greatest, you know what trade, the March trade. It hasn't been. It's I mean, it's just slow. I mean, why is it not like a Costco, a Target? Why is it not getting any love? We all spend our money on Walmart. Anyway, but no love. But I think see that consolidation right there. I know it's on a short-term downtrend. I'm gonna clear all these lines out. I was trying to end the video, and look, I'm talking about more stocks, right? So it's heading down. Look at that upside down head and shoulders, by the way. I'm just thinking this thing is gonna pop like that on earnings and then start taking off. So we'll see. I'll keep that up there to see if I'm right. Earnings right around the corner, August 17th. So we see what happens. Then I wanted to own more stocks like this and try to get out of the tech space. So the biggest positions I do own, like I said, is CrowdStrike and Amazon. And you'll see what those is like. Amazon, yeah, it's holding up today. Yeah, I just think this consolidation is huge, and it's starting to break out. Hopefully, it could be a fake out. It sure could. You know, it almost looks like one of the last couple of days. And if it is, it will go to the bottom of this range. I will draw a circle here just in case this does, because we will go to the bottom of that range if it's a fake out. So I hope it's not. Anyway, so those are the two stocks that the longest in. So anytime you see these things popping, you know what Dre Trades is making some money. All right, so Mr. Jarrett said something. You said you took 3 months off and just traded. It's hard on your mental. Yes, all of that. And I know me, right? You have to trade to your personality. Like you can't follow someone's system, right? Because everybody's got a system. If it don't fit your personality, it just don't work. You have to find what works for you. And I developed my style that works for me because that's why everything is out in time, because it takes that stress off. Like today was ugly. If I had like 30-day trades on, man, I would have been destroyed. I've been in my bed crying somewhere. It just takes the stress off. So, and that's what I need. That's why I say I don't like trading things that's volatile, even though you can make the money on there, especially if you sell puts, right? That's what you want. You want that high IV type stocks. No, but it's a little too much for me, you know. So it don't work. Notice, like I say, Netflix is volatile. Okay, this is why I suck at trading these things. Right? Lately we was talking about steel, volatile. I suck at trading these things. Yeah, I can make some money here and there. You could definitely see what's going on, but overall, I suck. Let's put it that way. And that's why I got quick trigger fingers on these kind of stocks. So if I put the trade on and it's not even going if I even think it's not going my way, I take it off. Right? So there it is. But just too volatile for me. Here it was nice in this area. And then I don't know what the hell happened here. What happened here? What's been going on February this year to turn cliffs to the volatility like that? I don't know, but that's crazy, right? So maybe I'll get back to this kind of look at the moving averages, nice and easy, and then up, you know, see what happens. So yeah, those are the kind of stocks I like. The set it and forget it. Nike, by the way, the pullback in Nike. Everybody's got to own some Nike, man. These guys, man, everything yeah, everybody, yeah, it's no competition, man. These guys are the best in everything, right? I don't even wear a lot of Nike stuff unless it's a football jersey or something. But I mean, come on, go to Foot Locker. Just look at that. I can't even talk about it. You got to get some Nike though. Anyway, but that you almost got to wait for a pullback, and it looks like it's trying to pull back. What is it? Look, it's only down. Maybe it won't. I mean, it wasn't even down hard today, right? You might just have to slowly bite the bullet on that. Maybe that is the pullback, right? So, yeah. So you got to get stocks like this to kind of soothe out that portfolio, right? To soothe it out. You can't be in all those high flies. You get destroyed, and but you know what? Those are the ones that go up. Them growth stocks. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it for the 8th time, and we see. You said you think you need at least 1 year income to live off of first for security. Yeah. Very interesting spreads. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah. Try it out. Right. Try it out. You need patience, and if you. It would almost feel like you're actively trading if you put someone like today and then maybe another batch. Well, you're constantly putting on maybe today, maybe next week, maybe put someone 3 weeks from now, and you're just staggering them out throughout the year. Anytime you see a good position. And next, you got trades coming off all the time for the most part. They're coming off, and so it's almost like you got a lot of trades on. You're trading actively, but not really. You could just relax, and when you also, well, I'm doing spreads, especially if you naked. We talk about it. If you naked call buyer, you don't want to buy those 36. You got to stay above 60 and out. The anything below 60 days, those are meant to sell. The theta on those. They just eating away, and if the stock takes a turn, like let's say here, you like Nike, it was popping, it was like, oh, look at this, it's great, I'm gonna buy this Nike 165 call that expires in 40 days, and then it makes a turn like that. that call is gonna get destroyed. I mean, the theta decay, and once they know it's not gonna reach 160, whatever price I said, that thing will damn near be zero. But if you're way out, the ones that expire January 2023, it won't even really budge. It moves, but it's all good. You got a year and almost 2 years for it to happen. So that's what they're expensive. Okay, I know that's probably the reason why a lot of people don't trade them, because you come over here and you say, well, let me get these January 2023s that expire 5 years from now. I mean, if you buy this 165 option, it's going to cost you $2,000, but it gives you peace of mind, right? So it's going to move still, and they're more expensive. So I know you guys want to come over here and buy this one that got 18 days on it and spend $159, but these options go to zero. You know what I mean? If you're going to do it here, all right, I'm going to give you a tip, okay? Everyone loves those out-of-the-money options. But if you're going to do it in below 40 days or so, buy in-the-money options. You're going to get more bang for your buck. And it's like almost selling a put over here, right? I mean, you got a high probability of success, and it's not going to data. You're not going to have a lot of data decay on it, so... sometimes on my short-term plays, I come way up here even. Buy these, right? The ones in the purple. Don't buy these in the black. All right? So we don't want them to decay to nothing. You sell those, right? I'm in here selling all of these, Anyway, that's what I do. That's the trade. All right. Thanks you, Ashley, for asking questions. I think you need. Okay, I missed that. I guess I'm going back. Did I miss anybody's question? You said you have a split. You talked about NVDA, the call, hello, and the first guy. Okay, yeah. So we talked about everything. By the way, let's just see. The one guy, I don't know if he said Home Depot. Home Depot is another stock. Look at how this one. These are stocks like you had to own, and it's pulling back. It's giving you that pullback. So this is something to keep an eye on, right? There's the weekly. It's trading right over the moving averages, my 9 and 20. Stock price, and yeah, that's always been a buy point, right? That's always been a buy when, well, except for here, but nothing was a buy there, right? When it touches these moving averages that I got, it's been buys. Well, I missed that one, right? So that's what it's doing right now, right? So you got the discount. I'm not saying it ain't gonna go lower, but it ain't at its highs. You know, it ain't pushing that 345. So it's a good chance. Earnings coming up, they're gonna crush it. They're gonna crush it. Everybody had that money fixing up their homes. Yeah, it's gonna be a good earnings for Home Depot. That's a stock I don't own, but probably need to get some of that. I did own some of it. By the way, this was one of the, you asked me about the stocks coming out I had some Home Depot. That was a good little trade. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching, man. I had some nice little crowd in here today, and I appreciate everybody. So hit me up in the comments. Dre Trades at Twitter and Instagram, right? Dre Trades over there, and of course in the comments here. And hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. I swear I can't just say I go live Fridays between 5. I can't do that. The job won't let me do that. And, you know, I might be home, but I'd be like dead tired. And I'm like, I can't get on there. Or it'll be a day I didn't even look at the market. And I'm like, how can I talk about the markets and I ain't even look at it today? So I'll be like, I won't do a live today. You know what I mean? So you got to hit the bell, and then you know I'm live. I like doing lives, and I like when you're here, and I like talking to you, taking your questions if you have any. So I'm just a regular guy. I drive trucks. I'm not professional. I'm not better than you. Okay, I'm just like you, and you know I'm just learning. No one masters this, and we all just learn together, right? So that's me. That's me. I may do it. I may have more experience. I won't say I do it better. I'll say maybe I have more experience, right? But we all we all get losing. I'll tell you, losing trades, losing days. Or Friday, I'm gonna give you an instance. Remember, I said I got my butt kicked on Friday. I lost 10 racks. You know, I was like, fuck. I didn't do nothing though. And I think today I'm up 2 or whatever I said. So it'll come back. But here's the thing. And this is the real reason, not necessarily because the stocks went out of control. When you sell put spreads, you're selling volatility, right? So if volatility increases, those put spreads are going to lose money, okay? They're going to start losing, right? Because you're selling volatility. So volatility is high, VIX is high. This would have been a good day. I should have put a lot of my trades on today. And then as it say it was a good market day, it'll come back. You know, so that's the reason why you'll see your portfolio just fluctuate with volatility when you're way out there because you got all these spreads on. But it's nothing to worry about. We just need the price to be at a certain point at a certain time. And that's all I look at. That's all I look at. I'm just going to pull up the VIX since I talked about it real quick. Oh, yeah, the VIX was up 20. The VIX was up strong today. Okay, so look at, oh, wow, look at how it closed, though. That's interesting. That close, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be a nice up day. The futures trading yet? Yeah, the futures are up $7, $7.50. So they're showing a pop as well. All right, so I out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's Dre Trade, and I'm out. Peace. I see y'all.